Hi YouTube, this is Debbie with RVing Live the Dream here, and today we are going to show you how to fix a hydraulic leveling system.
We've removed the 4 screws that hold this plate in. You need to take the knobs off, otherwise it won't clear the plate.
Is this on all different RVs?
This is a manual one.
Are they all the same?
No. You take the 4 screws out that will hold that bottom place in, and then take this piece out here, the center knob. This piece is on a pivot, so you need to take that out. It's on an Allen screw. So you take the Allen screw out. And that takes that pivot off. Now typically what happens is that corrosion builds up on this plate, and I sand it nice and clean, get all the nice clean copper. You can see the nice clean copper on there. Now this is an electrical connection that this connector snaps onto. One goes to this copper disc and the other one goes to this piece here on the sides. So what you need to do is you'll need to clean all that off so it's got good nice electrical contact.
You need to vacuum out anything that's in there and clean it out.
And I just want to try and sand this a little bit because it runs through this. Everything's nice and clean. As clean as I can get it anyway.
What are you sanding?
Just making sure that this is nice and clean, no corrosions on it.
Oh, the 4 things?
Where the screws go into.
Ooh.
Once it's all clean, it's time to reassemble. The hardest part is getting these little sleeves in. They have to go underneath this, and the screws go through to hold it in place. That's the hardest part of this whole thing. It supports the disc so it doesn't crack this little circuit board here.
So are all manual leveling jacks the same? Does this apply to all RVs?
Probably not, just this one, this design.
And what design is this?
I don't know specifically the model.
What kind of RV is it?
It's the Winnebago Adventure. So 1999 they ran this manual leveling system. So I do that, snap in the electrical connector. You gotta be real gentle with this plastic. Now this plastic connector it's 2015 now, and it's built in 1999, so it's 16 years old. This plastic can be real fragile, so make sure you take real care with it. If you crack this, it's gonna be you have to replace it, and I don't know how you're going to do that. You'll probably have to contact the manufacturer for that. So I just lay it down on it, hold it in place, hopefully it doesn't move too much. Get these screws in place.
Oh, you have to attach a green thing to those silver things you put under there, the round things?
Yeah, it sits on top of it. Like I said, making sure that these don't move is the hardest part of the whole job.
How long does this normally take?
About an hour. Take it all off, clean it, all back together again. Just gotta make sure you don't get these to move and they go through the holes.
Make sure what?
They go through. They didn't move, those little shoulders.
Do you recommend using a electric screwdriver?
That's what I use to take them apart. And I just adjust the torque on this so I don't over torque it. So I take it down real. So I adjust it down to the lowest setting. Just to make sure I get them all snug and all down.
Do you want to be gentle with that?
Yeah, I'll tighten them down. I'll tighten them down by hand. Final torque. Just make sure I don't over tighten it. As you go grab a screwdriver.
And again, this is how to adjust a hydraulic leveling system on a 1999 Winnebago Adventure. And you can check out our website at RVing.livethedream.com. We got lots of cool RV tips, and we show you the different places we've been. A lot of cool RV parks. So tune into our videos. Check out our website. What are you doing now?
Just tightening this down.
Why do you have to do that by hand? I thought you just did it electronically.
Make sure it's tight enough but not too tight. I can't judge that with the drill.
Dad, why don't we have any water pressure?
It's my next project.
Never mind.
I sanded this down to get this nice and clean as well, so this rides up against the copper. So I just used a piece of sandpaper, sanded this down.
What kind of sandpaper?
Sanded this down.
What grit?
It's probably as fine as grit as you can get. I had 120 grit, so that worked great. I wouldn't use anything coarser than that. But
And what is that?
it's an Allen wrench. It tightens down the pivot into the plate so it doesn't move.
What size is it?
This is a 1/4 inch. This was pretty tight. So what I do is I put that down and tighten it a little bit more.
Do you want to do that one tight?
Sorry?
Do you want to do that one tight?
Yeah, do it pretty tight. It was on there very tight, so bring it back down there pretty tight. To make my life a little bit easier. It's kind of hard to hold the shaft, so I just put the knob back on temporarily to make it easier for me to turn it. I have this piece pivots, so I have to hold it. So I just hold it with the pliers, tighten it down as tight as I can get it. Take the knob back off. And I put my sandpaper on the knob. It needs a little help. I don't want to scratch the knob with the pliers. Or the shaft, I mean. So I just hold on to it so I don't scratch it. Clean the cover. Before I put the cover back on, I can make sure this works.
Close your ears, we're going to hear a little noise.
back, front, side, and the other side. You can see the little sparks. You look real close, you can see sparks as it makes and breaks contact. Make sure that you have good contact with it. Working great. Put the cover back on and I'm done. Before the back jacks weren't working. I could move the front okay, but the back jacks weren't working. So before you take it in for service, it might take a little bit of cleanup. Save yourself some dollars and some service. An hour of your time and a little bit of patience.
Is that what was the matter with it? It was dirty?
Yeah, it was just dirty contacts.
And how much does something like that normally cost, do you know?
Well, if an hour worth of labor, you have to pay an hour labor to have that cleaned. It didn't take any parts, just a little bit.
Does it go on a certain way?
Yeah, you gotta make sure that the hydraulic leveling, I guess, is doing up in front. So you can read it. Just gotta find out where my screws go through here. There's one right there.
So you just put the knobs back on?
Put the screws down, put the knobs back on, and you are done. Remember, it's not just the cost of the service, it's the inconvenience of bringing it in there. This thing's not just a car to bring in there.
Yeah, it's 6 miles per gallon.
So anything you can do to keep it from going into service can help a lot. And that's all there is to it.
You got another screw there.
Yeah.
So you just screw it down?
That's just screw it down, that's it. That's all you have to do.
For more how-to RV tips, check out our YouTube video, or you can check out our website at RVingLiveTheDream.com. Thanks, YouTube. Have a good one. Bye-bye. This is Debbie signing off. Take care.